Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we are talking about the recently announced live action. Well, the live action Zelda has been announced for a while, but the actual announcement of the cast, at least for Zelda and Link themselves, and I think we're both going to be positive about this, especially like these two are like complete nobodies, which I find great. We have a post on the Nintendo official site, which is I guess Miyamoto. I highly doubt he actually typed it in, but him just stating that the movie is set to release May 7th, 2027, which seems like a long time to wait. But hey, whatever. Personally, I don't think we should do live action. I think we should do the animated version, but I'm not Nintendo. But I'm surprised that they're two, not really nobodies. They do have talents elsewhere, but they're relative nobodies to where they've acted elsewhere. Like the Zelda, for instance, is her name is Bo Bragason. I know she's from the UK, and then this Benjamin Evan Ainsworth is going to be Link, and mind you, they're both relatively young. I think she's like 20 and he's like 16
Nice.
in real life. So like I feel like if this spun out into something else, both of them I believe have voice acting and on screen acting. So I feel like that's a good talent for them.
So what I like about this, right? They look like who they're trying to portray. Like Zelda is a blonde-haired girl. She's blonde-haired. She looks, good looking. He obviously probably gonna have to dye his hair or put a wig on him because I think Link is also blonde hair, right?
Yep.
Um, so maybe dye his hair, but he looks like Link. Um, I think I don't care that they don't have like a huge catalog of movies that they've been in. Obviously, Nintendo has probably vetted out like who they want to portray these characters. They did some sort of audition process and settled on these two. So they probably see something that they like in what they want for the movie. Now, I don't mind the live action portrayal aspect. I see a lot of movies right now pushing towards live action rather than animation. Um, I think just more people in general, when it comes to like that middle ground of the audience, is more comfortable with live action rather than like an animation. When it comes to like seeing a movie on the big screen, I feel like more people are comfortable with a live action portrayal. Um, I know like DC movies are better on the animation side than they are on the live action side.
Hell yes.
I won't dispute that. I'm
I
a
agree.
huge fan of the some of the live action movies, but the animated way better.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know Marvel is a lot better with the live action versus their animation. So I think Nintendo is taking a more Marvel approach, and if Nintendo really wants to do this right, they will stick to the source material. And I feel like Nintendo can make a good Legend of Zelda movie with what they have here.
Well, literally, like you said, like they probably went through some sort of like casting selection, vetted through them. I'm a little shocked that they went with absolute nobodies. I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. Just because like with like the Mario movie, obviously Nintendo, obviously if that's Nintendo's IP, they're not gonna like mess around with that too much. But the fact, like, don't get me wrong, I love Chris Pratt. I think Chris Pratt's a great actor. But it was kind of weird seeing him as Mario. It wasn't bad. Like I didn't hate it. But then like also we had what fucking the retard Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Like I just wanted to like bash my head in when I heard his voice. But like Jack Black was phenomenal as Bowser. I think his voice acting ability is great, especially with his ability to sing very well. Um, like I said, I'm shocked that we didn't get like some weird casting. Link is like kind of black or Mexican or Latinx, whatever they want to say. But I'm
Honestly, they missed a perfect opportunity to cast Pedro Pascal as Link.
oh absolutely, dude, and
Now, hear me out.
he'd keep the mustache.
Pedro Pascal as Link slaps. 10 out of 10. Why didn't they do it?
We have a problem.
please don't give them any ideas. I really don't want this coming into the
Right, and then
either.
have Gorlock,
Gorlock the Destroyer.
the Destroyer as Zelda, dude. Come on, bro. Pay me for these ideas.
Ugh, ugh, ugh. God, I'm just puking. Anyway, speaking of the cast here, I kind of went and looked at their filmography, and like I said, that they're relatively not in much. I guess what was it, that Kingsglaive? I remember that was the animated thing on Netflix. I watched. She voice acted in that. A couple of things I'd never heard of. And she's in a couple of future things, but the Zelda's the one that sticks out the most. The Benjamin, what do you want to call him? He was actually in Pinocchio, that Disney live action where he voiced Pinocchio himself. Other than that, I don't see much, like nothing I'm familiar with anyway. But like I said, they're relatively just like nobodies, which I'm fine with. I know that there was a rumor that not Link, Zelda was going to be a trans actor, and there's actually a story about that on that park place. This she right here is Hunter Schafer.
My nigga, that's a man.
And everyone was saying like, "Oh my God, he needs to be Zelda. He needs to be Zelda." This and the other thing. And then there's a couple of shots where like it's like heavily makeup and like it's just bad. I'm like, please don't do this. Like, I know Nintendo wouldn't do it, but you never know. But like, dude, the fucking Alphabet Mafia is on fucking rampage. We got a couple of examples here. Like, still no Hunter Schafer is unfortunate. Why isn't Hunter Schafer Zelda? Literally, don't piss me off, Nintendo. Like, they're gonna fucking listen. Hunter Schafer Zelda, I will avenge you. Come on, like, like this is a picture. They were in Hunger Games, and obviously it's a dude in dress. That's an ugly ass Zelda. I'm sorry. You're gonna need a metric ton of makeup and maybe some CGI on that thing to make it even look relatively like a woman.
I think Nintendo is going to greatly miss the hundreds of dollars that was going to come from the alphabet soup.
The dozens of fans for Hunter Schafer.
Dozens of fans of Hunter Schafer, Nintendo is going to greatly miss those hundreds of dollars.
So long, gay boys.
That's it.
Literally.
They're not going to miss much. Like, Nintendo doesn't care.
No, they don't.
Like they want to make a good quality product, and they picked good quality actors. Granted, not a huge track record, but having nobodies, this will be their opportunity to make a name for themselves. And then sometime down the road, she'll become trans and he'll become gay. I don't know, but like, this is their opportunity to make a good quality product with good looking actors. And if they stick to the source material, all the Zelda fans will absolutely love it. Granted, I didn't play that much Zelda. I still want to watch it. I respect the product. I respect the IP. And Nintendo is respecting the IP. It's their IP, but like, they're respecting it.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they make a good quality product?
And a big thing, like this is probably the last point, is these guys don't have any baggage. They don't have a huge presence online. They're not, calling for Israel and Palestine or Ukraine and Russia. They're not saying stupid things on social media. And I hope Nintendo has like a contract where it's like, you will not say anything stupid. You will talk about the movie and that is it. If anyone strays away from that, you ignore it. I think that's the huge problem that we have with actors and celebrities, is that they are, back in the day, social media wasn't a huge thing. We were kind of just left to our own imagination. Like, we all thought they were good people and they enjoyed their job and they liked everyone. They wanted to be liked by everyone, but in reality, they all hate us because we're not exactly like them. I feel like these guys are going to have a future, especially if Nintendo cracks down on that. And hopefully, like, this will open up doors for them more, especially like whether this is going to be a trilogy or they're going to do a crossover like Super Smash Bros. When it comes to Mario. So who knows, especially with his talent, well, both their talents as voice actors, they could possibly like meld into animation to the Super Smash Bros. World. That'd be cool.
Goodness gracious. Imagine if Nintendo's doing that.
The Nintendo universe.
The Nintendo universe. Dude, the NU is going to be massive. Like, if you really think about it, right? If they make a movie out of all of these like IPs, like a Samus,
That'd be so sick. Not
dude,
gonna lie,
like that would be so sick.
that would be awesome. I don't care. That'd be so cool to see. Especially
Dude,
like,
I just gave myself a raging boner when you mentioned that. Like, dude, like I want this now.
and you didn't even need
I
the
don't know
blue
if it's
pill
going
this
to
time.
happen, but like, dude, like I didn't even. Oh my god, bro! Like that would be so unbelievably good if Nintendo is like planning some sort of like giant universe. Like we're completely off track now. I don't give a shit.
No.
That would be like one of the best things to happen when it comes to like movie making is just a good quality product, right? I like the Mario movie.
Yep.
I didn't really like, voice acting aside, I love the Mario movie. It was actually like legitimately good. It stuck to the source material. Like all the characters were really well done, and acted well. Right? If they do that, but with live action Zelda, I will be on board for whatever they do next. Because that's when Nintendo is really making a good track record for themselves and making like good quality movies.
Yeah.
And if their actors are told to shut the fuck up, I will be 100% bought in, right? I don't want another Mark Ruffalo. I don't want another Pedro Pascal. I don't care about like all of these like LGBT sort of talking points. I just want my actors to act. And then that's it. Shut the fuck up. Advertise the movie.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's all we want. Hey, y'all, made it to the end. If you enjoyed, hit the like and subscribe button. Comment down below. We want to hear your thoughts, and we'll catch you on next one.
I made fried chicken.